Good evening, barflies and lounge lizards, and welcome to Late Night Video. And tonight we'll be taking a look at Split Second from 1992. Directed by Tony Maylam and Ian Sharp after Maylam quit, Split Second is a sci-fi buddy cop thriller. It's kind of like a low-budget Lethal Weapon mixed with Predator 2, but extremely scuzzy with some light noir elements. And it tells the story of a burnt-out American cop tracking a serial killer through London in the far-off year of 2008. Large portions of the city have been flooded from constant rain, and the serial killer may or may not actually be human. But if you've seen the poster, you know it's not. Split Second stars the genre great Rutger Hauer, who you may know from a little neo-noir classic known as Blade Runner. And though hard-edged and a tough guy, as Hauer often is, there is an underlining quirk to Detective Stone that helps offset the fact that he's basically burned out, on the edge, and is about ready to snap. Then we have Alistair Duncan as a psychologist who is assigned to keep an eye on Hauer's character. Though he has done quite a bit of television, Duncan is probably best known as a voice actor these days, even voicing Celebrimbor from the Mordor games. And finally, we have Kim Cattrall, who viewers of this channel probably know best from Big Trouble in Little China and Star Trek Part 6. And she even still has her Vulcan haircut in this film. The effects in this one are quite good for a rather low-budget film. The creature looks good as well, kind of a mixture of the Predator and the Alien, and he was designed by Stephen Norrington, who would go on to direct Blade in 1998. But the real standout is the look of the sets and the city itself. It has a great, just scuzzy, rain-soaked dark future vibe to it. It's not a high-tech world like Blade Runner, but one can't help but see the influence here. Split Second was originally titled Pentagram and was set in Los Angeles and had an occult-centered plot. But through numerous rewrites and title changes, it ended up being a sci-fi film instead. There is also a rumor floating around that this film was a big influence on David Fincher's Seven. I was not able to confirm or deny this fact, but it would be pretty neat if that was true. And as I mentioned before, director Tony Maylam quit the film because he found the production just too stressful. So Ian Sharp came in kind of last minute to finish the film, and he's actually responsible for the final action scene. Now, the action figure scene in the film, which was a gift from Alistair Duncan's character's girlfriend, was actually a repainted Galoob Lex Luger figure. And finally, the original script was written with Harrison Ford in mind to star, but it ended up being Rutger Hauer instead, a decision that writer Gary Scott Thompson was rather pleased with, as he should be, and it's said that Hauer really dug the script. The score for the film was written by Francis Haynes and Stephen Parsons. Haynes has an interesting claim to fame, having written one of my favorite pieces of movie music, the Trioxin theme from Return of the Living Dead. And Parsons worked on both Food of the Gods 2 and The Howling Part 2. Something really interesting here, Haynes and Parsons were not the original composers for the film. Wendy Carlos of A Clockwork Orange and Tron fame was initially hired to score Split Second, but weirdly, her score was rejected. Split Second has been released on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and Laserdisc. This one gets 3.5 retooled Lex Luger action figures out of 5. This is a fun little hidden gem. If you dig stuff like the aforementioned movies, Lethal Weapon, Predator 2, etc., I think you'll have a good time with it. And that's all the time we have for this week. Please like, comment, subscribe, watch the skies, and stay atomic.
Oh, come on.
Join us on a journey to the future. Enter the world of Science Fiction Age magazine. Issue after issue, we take you into the next century and beyond with amazing stories from award-winning authors like Ray Bradbury, Harlan Ellison, Ben Bova, Anne McCaffrey, Piers Anthony, Robert Silverberg, and Frederick Pohl. Let Science Fiction Age take you on starships to strange alien civilizations, thrust you into galactic robot wars, and even take you back in time to the Earth's prehistoric past. Plus, with each issue, you get the latest sci-fi movie and television news, book reviews, interviews, games, comics, graphic novels, and more. It's everything you want to know. Begin your journey by ordering now. You'll receive a full year. That's 6 big issues for only $16.95. And as a special bonus with your paid subscription, you'll get our Premier Collector's Edition for free. Order Science Fiction Age magazine now and save over 47% off the newsstand price. The future is around the corner. Order yours today.